Now, just executing fast is not enough. You need to execute fast in the right direction, and that's what is digital velocity. As soon as you lose the direction, right, you lose the velocity. You still have high speed, but you're not building the right stuff.
Right.
What can make you lose direction? And that's the question we ask ourselves, right? Something as simple as access control, something as simple as not giving enough importance to data and security as a whole, right?
Hello and welcome to Digital Native Nexus 2025 Bengaluru chapter, brought to you by the Mainstream, presented by Brio Technologies and Google Cloud. I am Simran Shivalkar, your host for today, and I have with me Mr. Ashish Agrawal. He is the Director of Engineering at Compa. Firstly, Ashish, thank you so much for being a part of the summit and joining us today.
Thank you, Simran.
Absolutely. That being said, let's lead with your experience first. I also understand you're leading one of the panels, Digital Velocity. If you could tell us what digital velocity, how you would define it from your lens, if you can share that with us today.
Okay. So, digital velocity, in my mind, we all want to execute fast, right? That's the primary goal any leader has on their plate. Now, just executing fast is not enough. You need to execute fast in the right direction, and that's what is digital velocity. As soon as you lose the direction, right, you lose the velocity. You still have high speed, but you're not building the right stuff.
Right.
What can make you lose direction? And that's the question we ask ourselves, right? Something as simple as access control, something as simple as not giving enough importance to data and security as a whole, right? And that's the one part which people leave aside when they are thinking of high speed of execution.
Correct.
And when those things go bad, when we find a problem in that, you get distracted. It's a detour from the direction you're going in, and you're going really fast. And now you have to go somewhere else, do something, make sure it works again, and get back on track. Yeah, that's what is digital velocity for me.
Absolutely. Well, Ashish, that being said, I also want to understand from you, with platforms like, Digital Native Nexus, where the complete purpose is to have founders and, leaders from this space with change of meaningful dialogues around what's happening in the digital native ecosystem, the challenges, the opportunities. So how do you view these conferences, and how relevant do you think these platforms are?
So again, this is coming from the engineering world of things, right? So when we are building on the engineering side of things, the technology side of things, we rarely build on our own. We use the tools, we use the technologies which are provided by so many others, right?
Right.
And having that dialogue between us and them, and between each other, helps us find the right technologies and maybe make them better. So it's a more of a community-driven thing, because if you talk about my product, right? If I just look at number of lines of code, 90% is code written by other people. It's tools I bought, it's open source projects which I've used. Now that needs to be as secure and as, as compliant also, as my system, right? So now here to kind of talk to people and figure out what can I do better, and also kind of have an understanding of what can we do better. So yeah, this is like a must-have for any engineering person, not even leaders, to kind of get a better sense of where the world is moving and what we should be doing better.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Ashish, for throwing some light and sharing your experience as well. Lastly, I think you also pointed out that, everything is moving at a great speed when we talk about businesses and digital transformation today. Well, India's digital economy is also evolving fast with all the startups that are booming. What excites you most about where we are headed in 2025 and beyond?
Okay, so two interesting points actually. One interesting thing is we are a really large producer of digital products, and the world was our consumer. What I've seen changing is we are still a very large producer, but at the same time we are also becoming a very large consumer. That gives us opportunities to kind of make it better for ourselves, and that's point number one. Second is there is a change which I've seen in last 5 years, the how organizations used to look at security, right, that has changed.
Correct.
Partly because the compliance processes have become slightly more stringent, which is a amazing thing.
Correct.
But at the same time, the awareness has increased.
Yes.
And that kind of makes a push in the right direction for the organization to be more secure, and it kind of forces the entire community to make the security better of our products.
Rightly said, so Ashish, and thank you so much for joining me in this conversation, and I look forward to connect with you again.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.